Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to my session. In today's session, I want to discuss with you what are the hurdles that an individual can face in his or her life in achieving success. Success has a different meaning for different people. I believe that you will be successful in your life once you get peace of mind. Because if you're looking for money, if you're looking for promotions, if you're looking for designations, I don't think so that this willingness will end ever in your life. Because after getting a particular position that you will be looking for the next. And after that next, like that. If it happens, I will not say that this is wrong. Again, you have to be ambitious in your life. But to some extent, having a peace of mind, it's more important than anything available in this world. Okay, so if you're more passionate, it is good, but again you have to control your desires to such an extent that whether things are practical and feasible in the life. Okay, then only you will have peace of mind. Now, as and when I talk about the hurdles that an individual may come across in his or her life, of course there are a number of obstacles that people generally face. First of all, I would like to discuss with you, I would say that your own mindset is a problem sometimes when you take the things negatively. I understand that whenever we are doing something in this life, either you can have positive results or negative results. But just because you are more focused on the negative results, there may be the situations, the positive situations may also come into, they may also turn into negative situations just because of your negative thoughts. So try to eliminate, rather saying elimination, you should deracinate such negative thoughts from your mind, because these negative thoughts are the biggest hurdles in your life, especially when you are growing up, especially when you are planning to go ahead in your life, especially when you are planning to enroll for a course and still you are thinking negatively what will happen. If you do not get anything, again you will get an experience. And please note that experience is the most difficult, most important thing in your life. If you couldn't succeed in your life, again the experience that you have earned so far, this will help you immensely. In fact, using this experience, you can become a guide for others. Am I right? In that way. Okay, so let us discuss what are the hurdles in achieving success. First hurdle here is lack of confidence. You may be well built up physically, but again, I've seen the people, they are not having enough confidence, they do not have an ample amount of confidence to go and speak in front of others. Some of the people are good enough in their communication skills, but still they do not have confidence enough to go on the stage and make a speech. Such things also happens. There is always a fear, stage fear, sometimes we say. Sometimes people are good in communications, but they are not able to speak in front of strangers. They are good enough to talk, they can speak very easily and fluently with their friends and relatives, but again they are not able to speak with the others in a formal way. I believe that there's a problem with the confidence. How you can boost your confidence? Confidence can be boosted gradually. You cannot make your confidence boosted in a single day, but you have to take small steps every day. For example, you can start making a speech standing in front of a mirror, then gradually you can start interacting with your teachers, with your faculties, and slowly you can go and start talking with strangers when you're traveling or somewhere in the market. Like that, slowly and slow and steady. This way, if you go slowly, you will learn a lot, and gradually the amount of confidence will also be enhanced. Okay, so you must take small steps in such situations. If you face this problem, confidence will be one of the biggest hurdles in your life if you do not speak the things confidently. If you do not know, try to learn ideas, more ideas, try to develop new ideas, be creative. But again, having enough sufficient amount of confidence is utmost required in a life. Next hurdle here is lack of skill. You know what is skill? Skill, that means something that you can learn. If I ask you the difference, what is the difference between aptitude and attitude? Aptitude is basically a skill that can be developed, but attitude is basically your response, your temperament, your behavior, your responses to the atmosphere. So in such situations, I would say that As and when we talk about attitude, that means your behavior, it cannot be changed immediately. If a person is having a negative attitude, of course the person will stay negative at least for a long period, I can say, because it cannot be changed so easily. It takes time. There is a chance that anybody can change his or her attitude, but it takes time. Okay, so what I wanted to discuss with you here is, if you talk about the skills, you can learn the skills. People who are not good enough in communication skills, they can also improve. If people are not good enough in their interpersonal skills, they are not able to talk to others, they do not or they are not well equipped with technical skills, let us say computer skills, such things can be done. But again, you need to have a lot of patience, because if you really want to grow, of course you need to have patience, because I would say that the patience is the key to success. Patiently you should do the things patiently. Try to have a good command over the skills that you are learning, and then be more focused on their applications. Just learning the things on theoretical grounds cannot help you to become a successful person in your life. Please note down that in personality development, I would humbly request candidates to work on their confidence, they have to work on their communication skills. Other than that, there are certain other skills that they should also get equipped necessarily. Why? Because it again depends on their future jobs. That means if you are going for a particular job, they need to learn few skills, but the skills that I'm talking about, like communication, they are found absolutely common in all the places, at all positions. In fact, you have to communicate more if you try to target the hard positions in the days to come. Am I right? Next here is lack of information. If you do not have information, of course, how will you contribute in the discussions, and how will you talk to others on a particular topic? In order to have better understanding over a topic, what you can do, you should explore a topic in depth. For example, if I really talk about poverty, before I start talking about poverty, I must understand what is the definition of poverty. Who are the thinkers? They might have discussed poverty in their own ways. So, what is the definition of poverty in terms of India? For example, there might have been a number of committees that they might have been constituted to give the definition of poverty and different scenarios like that. I need to go through it in depth. I should try to understand in general terms, then I should try to make it specific to a geography or the place that I belong to. Then accordingly I need to understand what are the factors responsible, what are the things, what are the suggestions that I can make, or some remedial measures that we can take, such things. So if you start directly talking about poverty on with the remedial measures, so this is not the right way. You should understand what the poverty is all about. Correct? So beginning is from the general way. So there should be a general meaning there in the beginning. So in that way, you should try to enhance your information over the topics. And again, it depends which topic that you want to prepare with. So if you want to prepare for a particular topic, again you need to read a particular book in the same context. Otherwise, for general information, you can use a number of newspapers which are available in the market. Try to develop such habits where you are learning new things every day, so that you have adequate information to talk further in public. You are able to make a speech if you are given a topic on the spot. This is very important. Lack of information is having a solution. You can learn the things, but the thing is, you have to work patiently. You have to read the things. You will not get the results in a single day, but gradually you will find that you are able to notice positive changes in your overall personality. Next is lack of motivation. I believe that if you really want to get the things done by the people, you make them self-driven and self-motivated. You have to create such an atmosphere that where the people themselves are motivating. They are there when they are motivating themselves. So if you make them motivated, you can motivate them for a while, for a few days. But let us create such situations when they become motivated by themselves. So that means self-motivation plays a crucial role here. Am I right? So if I say that motivation means something that inspires me, something that makes me to go beyond the comfort zone, to go out of the comfort zone and make remarkable contributions. So such things are possible only when you make the people self motivated. Yes, so if you self motivate yourself, if you try to motivate yourself every day in the morning, you will find that your day was very productive on the day when you motivated yourself in the morning. So kindly do it. Motivation plays a crucial role. In fact, you will be able to achieve something that you might not have expected in the past. There's a possibility. And the last hurdle that I would say that is a fear of failure. Individuals are always fearful. They feel like that if I do not get positive results after doing something, just because of that they keep thinking and they never step ahead. It's a negative part. We should never do it. It is good to think about it. It is good to take overall consideration before taking a step. But when we take a consideration, we are supposed to take a risk also. Somewhere risk appetite is very important. All the individuals do not have risk appetite. As and when you talk about risk in your life, risk means suppose you are driving on in a car. You're driving in a car on the road. So what is the risk there? The risk is that anyone can meet with accident anytime. So what are the precautions that we can take? We should wear seat belts. Am I right? We must wear a seat belt. And again, it depends on your behavior on the road. If you're following the norms, if you're following certain speed limits, the things can never go wrong. If it happens again, you are safe because you are wearing seatbelt, but you have to ensure the safety of others on the road following the norms. So this is the way that you need to work on in your personal life. So if you really think about accident, then how will you drive a car? Similarly, risks are everywhere. It is good to take a positive step before you start the things. You have to take the risk, but the risk should be more calculated one. So if it becomes a part of your personality, most probably you will become one of the most successful persons in your society, in your country, because you are able to take the risk. You are willing to take the risk. You have the risk appetite, but you are thoughtful enough. That's why you are taking a calculated risk. That's it. Is it clear? I hope you must have learned what are the main hurdles in achieving success and how you can overcome such obstacles in your life. Thank you so much for watching this video. We shall be meeting again. Thanks a lot.